everybody. Today we're going to be learning about the move to stage access permissions. These come really handy when you're trying to have control over your team, have control over what the structure is in your Kanban for any CRM item, be it leads, deals, invoices, estimates, etc. Contacts and companies do not fit into what we're going to be talking about today, just because there's no stages here. And of course, what we're talking about is in particular the move to stage access permissions. So we're going to do a couple of tests today, and I'm going to show you how you can set that up. So this is going to be particularly important for when, for example, you have, all these stages. In this example, we're using 5 different stages. We have 5 stages in the general pipeline for the deals. And maybe you have, for example, sales agent that should be able to move around the deals within these stages, but maybe there's a couple of stages where you can't, where the agent shouldn't be able to move the deals. So for example, if a contract is confirmed, we'll say that we don't want the agent to be able to move the deal from this stage to this stage. Let's say we have, an automation rule to move those deals when the Stripe payment comes in. Here we have Stripe payment received in the last stage. So when the Stripe payment comes in from the client, then the automation rule triggers the moving between stages from contract confirmed to Stripe payment received. So that should not be something that the sales agent should be able to move. Okay, but maybe they do need to see it there. Okay, and also the Stripe payment received stage maybe is also something that they shouldn't be able to move at all, not move it into the stage or from this stage. So in this case, maybe they should be able to move it to this particular stage, but not move it out of this stage. So we're gonna set that up, and I'll show you how you can do that for each particular stage. And you can do this again for any CRM item that has stages and that you can view as Kanban. So today we're going to be using the example of this agent, which is Leslie. She's going to be our example for sales agent today. So this is her portal. I have it open in another browser, and I'll be switching from these 2 browsers. Okay. And again, here you can see it's a different user, which is where I'm going to be setting up those permissions. So now the user, she can move everything around. She can take it from one stage and then bring it back, and she can take it out of this stage, bring it to this one, etc. Right? So she basically has access to everything here, and what I'm going to show you now is how to restrict that access. So for that, we're going to go to CRM permissions, settings, and then CRM access permissions. Okay, so here we've already created a particular role for that user, which is the sales agent role. You can see her her profile is included in this role. So we're going to be basing ourselves off of this column. Okay. All right. So now we got to go to the deal general pipeline, which is where we were doing our example. Okay. So deal general pipeline. And once we're there, we can just click here, it'll open. Once we're there, we're going to scroll down and we're going to look for the move to stage row. That's going to be usually the last row. And we can click on this plus sign, and it's going to open a drop-down menu for us where we have all of the stages mentioned here inside of the general deal pipeline. Okay, so as we said before, we want to restrict certain access. So we'll work on the contract confirmed stage first. We'll go here to follow this row and go to the column that represents the sales agents. So for contract confirmed, we don't want this agent to be able to switch the deal from contract confirmed into the Stripe payment received stage. But we do want the agent to be able to move to other stages. So we're going to turn it on for all stages except for the Stripe payment received stage. So here we are. This is the only one where the deals inside contract confirmed cannot be changed into. Okay, so we're gonna apply that. And for Stripe payment received, we actually don't want any deals to be able to be moved by this agent into any other stages. So we're going to turn this access off completely. But we also additionally have to work with all the other stages because we don't want any deals from any stages to be moved into the Stripe payment received stage by the user. So we're going to go here and we're going to have to go one by one with all the stages, and we're going to skip the Stripe payment received stage just like this. And we're going to do that with all of them. Okay, so we've gone ahead and done that with all the stages. I'm going to skip the deal 1 and deal loss stages just for the purpose of being a little bit quicker in this video. But yeah, it would be the same for these 2 stages. So we're going to save that. And now we're going to test it. We're going to go into her portal. Again, this was the admin portal. Okay, so we're going to go into her portal. We're going to open the other browser. Okay, so we are in the sales agent portal now. Here with Leslie, and we're gonna give it a go. So the way that we set up the permissions is that she cannot move deals from the contract confirmed stage into the Stripe payment received stage. So let's try that. Okay, so it brings it back and it's going to tell her, give her a notification that she has insufficient permissions to change to that stage. So let's try moving it to any other stages. We left that open, so she should be able to move into other stages. Okay, so that was successful. We set that up correctly. Now let's try for the Stripe payment received. So in this case, we set it up so she's not able to put any deals into the stage or take any deals out of the stage. So let's try that now. We're gonna go to Stripe payment received. So it brings it back, insufficient permission to change the stage, right? So now let's try bringing something out of that stage. Again, she's gonna get the same message. She's not gonna be able to put anything back or put anything into that stage. So the permissions were set up correctly. And again, you can do this with any other CRM item as long as there's a Kanban view available and as long as there are stages inside of the item. So again, invoices, estimates, deals, leads, etc. And that's it, my friends. That's all for today. Very short, very quick video just to get you up and running for having a better structure inside of your Kanban, having better control over your team, and overall having a better flow for your company. Thank you for watching, and we hope you watch all our videos. Remember, you can like, you can subscribe to our channel, and you can send us a message, contact us if you have any other questions. Have a great day.